The Sign of the Times, episode 163, from this undisclosed background, which will fascinate both Beast and QT folks for many, many moons to come. Many, many, many moons to come. For the people that love the snaps, the sticker from Lucha Underground. That's Lucha Underground, where this past week Beast sat with a Marathon gas station cup of coffee and drank that along with a turkey sandwich, which is 100% confirmed this week, while he watched Prince Puma win the 20-man match for the Lucha Underground world title. Beast was very impressed, both with the coffee, which I believe was a French vanilla blend, and the turkey sandwich, which would rival any deli in the Tri-County area of which Beast resides. So if you're looking for a turkey sandwich, call up Beast and he will give you directions to the nearest Marathon gas station. You could shoot him a message on the Twitter. You could tweet at Beast, "Hey Beast, where do I find that Marathon gas station turkey sandwich, yo?" And he would say, "Yo, you head down this street, take a left and then a right, and there's the Marathon gas station. Tell him Beast sent you for that turkey sandwich." That's what could happen, as long as there's enough characters. The pamphlet of the Sign of the Times, because apparently we need a pamphlet. Beast Barnett, very, very excited whenever a pamphlet appears. Not as excited as if we had woodland creatures appearing, like a chipmunk, or, say, a parakeet. But he does love the pamphlet. And autographed picture of Seymour Snot, personalized as it is. Seymour Snot appearing earlier today on the Turbo radio program. I will listen to that in just a while. I still have it on my to-listen to list, but I will listen to it. Probably fascinating. Facebook, the YouTube, which you might be watching right about now. Right about now, you're probably watching it. The Twitter, where you can follow me, but not literally, much like Ed Boston does. Ed Boston with the podcast of his own, and also like Stompin' Steve's brother does. He really does. Probably because I was his favorite tag team partner that his brother ever teamed with in all his years. He probably like, "That's the one you should team with every time, because you're undefeated." Because we are. Comic book of Team IOU, whom will be on Turnbuckle Turmoil on Sunday. They are our guests. So Nick Iggy, a boy, and Carrie Awful, his dog, who apparently is the favorite tag team of all time of one Brian Class. He's huge fan of Team IOU, whom will be on Turnbuckle Turmoil, much to the delight of both myself and QT Volks, who's been anticipating this moment for months. I'm thinking QT will stay up for hours tonight just watching Team IOU footage. He probably will go to bed at like 4 a.m., wake up at 7 a.m., and get right back into the Team IOU footage after he swings by 7-Eleven for a large cup of Italian roast coffee. Available at CaseyCarlisle.com, autographed pictures of Casey Carlisle. Or you can get smaller ones of Casey Carlisle. Available at CaseyCarlisle.com. Even if you wanted to see her dressed like a hot nurse, and or you're Amish and you want to see her next to a barn, she's got you covered. Got you covered. Or if you're like, "I wonder what she looked like in Hot Nurses College," boom. You could buy one of those and take a look, and then you'd know. Or you're like, "I wonder what the biggest title belt in the history of big title belts is." Boom, there it is. You could buy a picture of it with Casey Carlisle from CaseyCarlisle.com. And you're like, "I wonder what would happen if Casey Carlisle ever got mad at me." She'd look like that. Or you're like, "I wonder what she'd look like if she were to form a big team with some of the members of Team Bad Knees." Look like that. Look like that. Or you're like, "I wonder if she got a business card." She does have a business card, so if you ever did business with Casey Carlisle, she might give you a business card. But busy week this week. This past week, Beast Barnett not only enjoying Lucha Underground and its 20-man match, which filled the entire hour of said program while he was drinking that French vanilla coffee from the Marathon gas station and chomping away at his turkey sandwich. TNA Impact Wrestling finding its new destination on Destination America. I'm sure Beast caught some of that too. I'm guessing his favorite moment was when Congo Kong came back. Beast was like, "It's Congo Kong, yo!" And he probably called up like Scarecrow Eddie and then Sabotage Styles and then probably Alomar from the Razor Ramones and said, "Are you watching this? It's Congo Kong on our televisions on Destination America." And they're like, "Do we get that channel?" And he's like, "Yes, yes you do. Turn it there and watch." And of course, by the time they turned it there, the segment was over. But still, they probably got to see the finish where there was a new world champion in that promotion, being Bobby Lashley. But that all said, Sunday of this week, Team IOU, as was said earlier on Turnbuckle Turmoil, we've been anticipating their arrival for a long time. We heard mention from various past guests recently that they are big fans of Team IOU. Now the actual Team IOU themselves, a boy and a dog and a boy, to Turnbuckle Turmoil. Not our first dog we've had on the show, but first time a dog and a boy appearing together. Monday of this week, pretty much looking free. Tuesday, the George Mack show. The George Mack giving us employee evaluations last week. Hopefully he wrote down that Sharp Pain, all caps, Jonak, very argumentative and negative, because she is, very much so. This week, I'm not sure what he has in store, but hopefully he'll come up with something brilliant. We'll see. Wednesday, pretty much looking free, except for the Lucha Underground. Thursday, it's also looking free, except, apparently SmackDown might be moving to Thursdays according to several psychologist office visits which somehow got televised nationally. You wouldn't think they'd televise a private psychologist visit, but apparently they do. On Friday of next week we have Anthony Toatele and Kenzi Alexander on the show. Why, you might be inquiring? Because they're tremendous guests. Why, you might ask yourself? Because they're rising stars in the independent wrestling scene. Why, you probably say? Because they keep getting new promotions, conquering new challenges. Why, you might ask? Because they defeated them. Why, you'll say? Because they pinned, submitted, or counted out and possibly disqualified their opponents. Why, you might say? Because that's the object of the match. Oh, I see, you might finally utter. So to review, from this undisclosed background, which QT will be fascinated by, probably tweeting to Beast Barnett, "Did you see that background?" Which Beast will reply, "I did see that, yo. How about that marathon coffee?" That's probably the Twitter conversation. If QT ever figures out his Twitter, he's a little slow on the tweets. But Sunday, Team IOU to Turnbuckle. Gonna be tremendous. Monday, it's looking free. Tuesday, the George Mack show. Maybe George Mack will get a last second guess. Maybe he will bring in, say, I don't know, Psycho Sailor. Or maybe he will bring in Mason Miles. Or maybe he'll get Team IOU themselves. A boy and a dog and a boy. Who knows? George Mack's a loose cannon. He could bring in anybody. Wednesday, it's pretty much looking free except for the Lucha Underground, which I'm sure Beast will enjoy seeing in case Puma defends that title. Perhaps against Johnny Mundo, whom Beast incorrectly predicted to win that match. He came down to the final two, but Johnny Mundo not the winner. But Thursday of next week, apparently SmackDown moving to Thursdays from what I'm seeing from various psychologist visits. On Friday, Anthony Toatele and Kenzi Alexander. Why, you might say? Because we booked them as guests. Why, you're probably asking yourself? Because they've always been great guests in the past. Why, you're saying? Because everyone should be a fan of Toatele and Kenzi Alexander. They're tremendous. Why, you might say? Because Toatele is no Karn Alexander, you might say. He's never poked anyone in the eye. That makes sense, you'll probably utter. So pretty much 163 from this undisclosed background.